Yo, how you doing? How you doing? What's going on? Favorite pizza guy here. It's Pizza and Champagne, aka Howard Dean. I got a special interview today with the nicest, man. Say what's up.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Devlin Carter, Side Collective.
You know what I'm saying? Nice guy, fashion designer, crazy style, crazy jewels. Look, man, it's ice stuff. He's shining out here in Houston. He's visiting, you know what I'm saying? And for the weekend, for a trade day weekend, you know, us Houstonians, we'll be out here, we'll be outside. And, I was outside yesterday, and I was at H&M, and, I bumped into him, and, relationships are everything. So, the network had to happen. I saw him. I saw his drip. Energy was right. It was a great meeting. Him and people were there, and saw man, there was no way he was gonna leave, and I was gonna leave, and we were not gonna network. So here we are doing an interview today. Today is Saturday. It's an eventful day. It's a busy day. Real busy day. So he told me he had a pop up here today, man. So tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so today's pop up was between me and Trade the Truth. We dropped a shoe called the D1Y Drop Tops, and we did two colorways. A brown and pink colorway is called the Trade Day, and then we had the slab colorway, which was like a black and a slab green. And the crazy thing about the slab ones is that the shoes are black, and when you go outside, if the temperature is over 70 degrees, like Houston is known to keep it hot, the shoes turn from black to slab green. Like they literally
Y'all
disappear.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
They changed colors.
Yeah, they changed from black to green. In the sun, all the black disappears and the slime green shows. So we did that, and it came about because Trey had reached out to me. He wanted to do his own shoe. He loved what I was doing. We're the number one black-owned independent brand, 100% owned by me. No big corporations, and we out here doing crazy numbers.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's all about numbers. You know what I'm saying? What you're putting up, what you're doing, who's seeing it, you popping out, you outside, you really trying to get it for real. We see you out here, we outside for real. So, so how'd you get started? Like, how'd you gain your love for fashion, man?
My love for fashion, it came from my mom. So my mom was a seamstress. When I was younger, I used to always watch her come home from work and then get on her sewing machine and make an outfit to wear the next day. Like, I rarely ever seen my mom wear the same thing twice. So as a kid, I just used to see that, and I was like so amazed by just my mom, her style. So then she used to teach sewing on Sundays in our house, but I'm a young kid and I'm like, sewing is for women. I didn't think it was for men. So I never stayed and learned and watched her teach her students. I wish I would have did, because I would have been I would have skipped so much going to school. I ended up going to fashion college in San Francisco. I went to FITM. Right after I got out of the military, I did 11 years in the Coast Guard. And then I was like, you know what? I want to really chase my dreams. I'm dope at fashion, because my whole thing was shoes. My mom was doing everything, but I love shoes. Shoes is my real passion, and clothes, but shoes is number one, clothes second. Because I feel like if you got a pair of dope shoes, you got with some blue jeans and a white t-shirt, your shoes gonna speak for yourself,
That's true, man. Hey, and and take it from me. I'm sitting right here next to the man. Man, let me tell y'all, he's out here in Houston. He's visiting, but he's stepping out. Okay, he's stepping right, stepping out, he's outside. So when do you leave, or we can catch you again, man?
So we're leaving on Monday, but we're definitely coming back. Trey wants to do this quarterly, so he wants to keep doing his own, models of shoes that we do. He wants to put his spin on them and bring them to Houston, because he's like, yo, what you're doing is dope. It needs to be seen. And me and my team, we rocking with you. We love what you stand for. And I and I love what he stands for, how they give back with the Relief Gang. And I just think that's dope. So for this pop-up, when we sold the shoes and everything like that, all the money we make, we're giving it to Trade the Truth's organizations. I think it's Angels by Nature, the Re-Up Gang. So whenever, there's always a tragedy, you always see Trey go out there, like tornadoes, he's out there. He's buying families cars and stuff like that. That's what I'm into. Having money is having people think having money is everything, but it's not, right? Having money, the goal of having money is to use it to make more money, but the real goal of having money is to be able to use your money to help people who can't do anything for you, right? That's the true test, because that means you're really doing it from your heart. You're not doing it for like, oh, I gave you this $100,000, you know, you owe me. No, that's when you're giving for the wrong reasons.
Right.
But when you're blessed, I have a God-given talent. Not everybody can sit and design shoes the way I do and design the way I do. I know that's a God-given talent that was passed down from my mom, because my mom has 6 kids and I'm the youngest and I'm the only one who has her talent. So I was the last and I got it.
Yeah.
So I know that it's a God-given talent, because I have 5 brothers and sisters that didn't get it. So being that I got the gift, God always wants you to help and do others. So that's what I use my gift for, and I feel like Trey does the same.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, speaking of moms, my mom was a seamstress as well. So a lot of my fashion tips, and as well as like watching her sew stuff. Even like today, man, if I go over her house today, she's got like in her room. She got a table. It's a sewing machine. She makes she makes backpacks. She make like bro, and she's doing it, right? Like even you, right? So you went to fashion school, okay?
Yeah.
I went to Fashion Institute in Raleigh, Durham.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
nice.
Yeah.
Did you finish?
It wasn't quite what I wanted. So I
switched
branched.
majors?
Yeah. So I branched out and I did the entrepreneurship thing. And you know, my transition has been a journey. It's been a real gamble, but at the same time, I love it because I understand that I had, you know, like I still had like that fire for it. Even after, you know, things like, you know, sometimes things like don't work out.
Yeah.
But it made me, you know, for the better, you know, like to channel your own journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's true.
And that's what I did. Yeah. And you know, today I'm a connoisseur of fashion.
Bro, everything you said right there is so important, because I'll tell y'all this. I did 11 years in the United States Coast Guard, knowing that wasn't what I wanted to do with my life.
Right.
But I had a bet with my sister. I said, if I don't make it into fashion, or would I be a millionaire for doing shoes or this and that, by the age of 25, I'll join the military like you did. My sister had joined the Army. So when I became 25, I wasn't a millionaire for fashion or none of the stuff I was doing. So I joined the military. And while I was in the military, in my 10th year in the military, so most people in the military, once they do 10 years, they don't get out, because it's only like 2 more job positions and then you're retired and you get money for the rest of your life. So I'm in my 10th year and I'm customizing shoes. So I'm customizing Jordans for people. I had an Instagram page where I just take orders. I'm like, people want the Jordans, they want a real snakeskin, real alligator. I take the whole shoe apart, re-sew it, and do it all luxury. And I started building my platform like that.
That's crazy.
On my 10th year in the military, like usually people don't get out of the military after they do 10 years because it's very easy after that. It's like really, it's just smooth sailing. But one day I'm in the post office and I got 7 pairs of shoes that I customized, and that was 7 bands right there. That's more about what I take home a month from the military at the time. So I'm sitting on the line at the post office, and I'm in my military uniform from the Coast Guard, and I'm looking at the guy who's checking out the people, like people buying their stamps, and I just look at his face. He just looked like he gave up, right, in life. Like I'm looking at him and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I know when that gentleman was a young boy, he didn't tell his mom, I want to work at the post office when I get older. That's just something that you settle for because of whatever life is. Because at different times, life can take away your dreams, and then you have to become real. You're like, look, I got to pay my rent. I know I'm a dope artist, so I know I'm this. But if you don't make it, you got to know when it's still time to be like, I got to pay bills, and I got to do whatever I could do to get that. But looking at him, it changed me because I seen his face, and I'm looking here. I'm in this military uniform, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not re-enlisting. I'm getting out. I said, because I at the time I had 2 daughters. I said, I want my daughters to believe me when I say you could be whatever you want, chase your dreams. But how can I say that if I didn't do it? I got all this talent for fashion, and I'm sitting here, you know, in the military doing search and rescue calls and missions. So it was at that moment I said, yo, I'm not re-enlisting. I'm going to get out, and I'm going to pursue my passion for fashion. And honestly, that shit was the hardest decision to make. That's the stuff people don't realize. When I made that decision, I cried. Like, my first daughter, she passed away right before she turned 1. So every year I always go to her gravesite and I make promises to her. I don't make New Year's resolutions. I make gravesite promises. And I had told her, I said, Daily, I'm going to go to fashion school and I'm going to be on honor roll. I'm going to really do this. I'm going to go hard. And broke down crying because it was so fearful because I'm in California. My we're from New York. I'm the only one there. So if I fail, I have nobody house to go to. Like, if this shit don't work out, I have nobody like, can I crash on your couch until I figure this shit out? It was nothing. It's like, I had to do it. Exactly. And literally, when I got out, I hit the ground running. I was doing hella custom orders. But then once school started, I just literally focused on school because the military, I had the GI Bill and they pay you. Basically, you get what's called BAH, which is basic allowance for housing. And since I went to school in San Francisco, that was $4,000 a month, plus getting my disability. So I was almost making what I was making, and I didn't have to work. So then I just, instead of doing custom shoes, I stopped. I just focused on school and learning everything in fashion. And I can tell you, I graduated from FITM in 2016, and in 2020, I became a fucking self-made millionaire. 2 years after graduating. No, actually 5 years after graduating, I became a fucking multi-millionaire. So it worked.
That's very impressive. Very impressive. Because I've also had that experience as well. I had to find it within myself to be able to tell my parents, hey, this is what I want to do, you know. And I come from the background where, we become lawyers, doctors, scientists, you know what I'm saying, like psychiatrists, it's like that, right? But it's not the usual, and you have to go down the road as less traveled. And me having a warrior spirit like mine, I have a deep drive. I have a deep passion, and I got faith in everything I do. So one day I was in nursing school, going to class, right? And man, it was in between. I just saw myself at a fork in the road, right? It was in between going to class that day or meeting up with my friends to do this fashion show, and my heart was 100% in doing this fashion show. Yeah. I honestly, to tell you all the truth, I quit nursing school that day, and I started chasing my passion for fashion.
That's what's up.
And it makes me very, very happy. Like to understand that you, like, as you took the initiative step and said, all right, cool, I'm gonna do this. Like, I don't care what it takes. So I don't care where I gotta go. I'm gonna do this. Especially with a podcast as well, Pizza and Champagne podcast. It's like, it was rough at first because at first you're nervous. You're marketing by yourself. You're learning the steps. But once you learn it, once you're on the road, it's smooth sailing from there. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. So we just gonna make this super short and sweet. The goal of this whole interview is for y'all to know, one, dreams don't come easy. It come with sacrifices. So you have to be ready to sacrifice if you're going to chase your dreams. But hard work and determination can definitely get it done. You're listening to two brothers right now who are actually doing it, who are succeeding on different levels and still chasing their desires and their passion for fashion. So this was a great interview. I'm glad that I was able to give this time to you. Like I said, I met this young man in H&M, and he was like, man, what's going on, such and such. And I told him to come through. He ran from work, got here, and I had to leave. I have an event I got to go to right now, and I still made time for him because I know how it is to be hungry, to be thirsty, and to try to get your shit out there. And I love when I see people who actually really try and really do it. So that's why I made my time available, and I hope you have nothing but success. And we go to Trade Day, you get some more interviews. We're going to make it happen for you.
Let's do it. Thank you. I appreciate you very much.
Yes,
Thank
sir,
you for
man.
being on the show.
Thank you.
Man.
All right, man.
Thank
See you at the next joint.
Yes, sir.